welcome everybody. I am Ebony0, and I'm going to be making a brief any percent no save corruption for Pokemon Blue. This version so far only works with Pokemon Blue. Theoretically speaking, you can do it in Red, but it's an entirely different route, and I already have a tutorial video on that. This route used Ditto manipulation to, instead of going all the way down to Celadon and Saffron cities to collect Abra and do item underflow, instead you do something at the end known as party swap. And look over this. I'm doing it on emulator, so I can use save states and stuff like that if I mess up, because there's several parts of the run where I'm not too sure how it's gonna react. But yeah, alright, so let's get this show on the road. First, at the very beginning, you have to clear a save file by pressing select up and B to make sure there's nothing there, or if you know there's nothing there, then don't worry about it. And then you hard reset. And then through this entire first part, you have like 25-ish seconds of not touching the controller at all, pretty much. So we're just gonna wait here until the introduction plays through. Okay, now here, as soon as Bulbasaur leaves the screen, you need to hold start. You hear Chansey cry, you press A, and you start again. And here you just have to hold B so the text isn't as slow as it normally is. And then you just mash A through this text. When you go to select your new name, make sure it's 5 commas, no less. Name your rival a 1-character name. Like right here, I'm gonna make a save state here, so that way I don't have to go through the menu over and over again. Alright. Okay, and then when you start off, you're gonna switch the text speed to fast and battle animations off. And then you're just going to trigger the cutscene. Whenever he gets up here, you're just going to mash through text. For anybody wondering, I'm doing this with a Xbox 360 Afterglow controller. My buttons are routed A is A, B is B, D-pad is your directionals, select is select, start is start. Hard reset is on left bumper. And then here you're just going to keep mashing through the text. Pretty basic. Make sure you don't mash too much there. Hit A, hold B so it skips the second text box. The reason why you don't want to mash too fast there is because you sometimes can talk to Oak, which will cost you 2 seconds. Here just hold down, mash A and B. And then trigger your rival fight. Pretty much basically playing through the game as if any other day. And here you're just going to keep fighting him and pray that you don't get growled to death. You can finish this fight in 3 turns. It is possible, and you have to win. But for you to win in 3 turns, you have to get 3 criticals. You have to have a high attack, and he has to fail growl. I've done it once, but it was on a really bad run. It was actually, I had 12 attack whenever I leveled up, so I think I would have had 11 at 5, 11 or 10 or 11 at 5. But I'd messed up the menuing, so it wasn't the fastest that you could possibly complete this fight in. See, this is why I made the save state. I'll probably edit that part out. We'll see. Normally I'd be live streaming right now, but I've been grinding Pokemon for the last month and a half, pretty much non-stop every day of the week. So it's kind of killing me now. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming all that much anymore for like the next couple of weeks. Take a small break. That was stupid. Mash, 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 mash. Favorite for first 2 minutes of a game. Just mashing text. Alright, let's try round 2. Also, if you hold A when you hear Bulbasaur growl, you can, it instantaneously opens up the attack box. So you can do that. This might take me a few tries. Because this entire first fight is RNG dependent, like that was a 6-point critical hit. Yep. I'm gonna make the save state right after I pick a Bulbasaur. I've thought about making a task for this, but it's kind of pointless once you think about it. It would take me several dozen hours to get perfect RNG. It would be 14 special hack, 0 encounters, a level 4 Pidgey without Pidgey manipulation. With the perfect fight. Also, if you're running this game on emulator, for your actual speedruns you have to have the top bar shown. For this video's purpose I didn't have it shown. Just because I'm not a huge fan of it. But they have to do it, that way they can prove that you're not using any cheats. I've had videos denied or I've had one of my runs denied because I didn't have the top banner shown, so just a forewarning to anybody who runs on emulator. I didn't make that save state. That's fine. This fight's about average. 20 HP. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna edit all that out. I'm gonna do a safety strat for the purpose of this tutorial. I don't recommend doing this during an actual run because it's a 5 to 6 second time loss. And I will be using save states throughout the entire run. In case of any mistakes or anything like that. Or something that's just beyond my control. And I do apologize for it appearing a little bit laggy. My computer seems to be not running as well as it normally does. Alright, save state. My A button is actually starting to give out. Alright, because we're using the safety strat, I'm not too worried about dying. I'm just more so worried about him using Growl a ton, which would slow down the fight considerably, and potentially make it so that I cannot win at all. Although so far we're on a good track. Of course, you know, I pick up the potion for the safety as a just in case, and I don't even use it. Although I'm going to use it here just so I don't have it in my inventory. Just kidding. Okay, here you can have 3 different possibilities. With the route that we're doing, you need 13 or 14 special. 13 is acceptable, 14 is ideal. Here you can have 10, 11, or 12 attack. 12 again is ideal, but 10 and 11 work. So this is an average Bulbasaur. And you're just going to continue to mash the text. Ignore what I'm about to do here because I'm about to throw away the potion. Because you don't need it. Although actually I probably could have kept that. Okay, so if you have 13 special, you have to at least get into 1 encounter before you make it to Weedle and Viridian Forest. And you have to kill the encounter, obviously. I normally aim for a level 2 Rattata because they're really easy to kill. Or a level 2 Pidgey works too, but you can take a little bit extra damage there because he only knows Gust. But you can 2-hit him and he'll only do 3 damage to you. Okay, I'm going to 3-hit him, so I'm going to be down 15. Should be fine. Any other encounter after that, you run away. But if you have 14 special attack, you just run from every encounter and pray you don't get any. Right. The path you take through there is just, you know, whatever's more ideal. I like to stick as close as I can to the path on the exit, just because it saves a couple of steps here and there. You'll just mash through this text. Whenever I get to this, I like to just mash B, because if you press A, you'll talk to her. Or him, I'm not too sure. And it just wastes a couple of seconds. And this is my personal route, what I do here. I don't know everybody. I don't know many people who do it. I don't know if everybody does it. But I just kind of started doing it because it saves a few seconds of walking further. Unless you get an encounter like that. Because you do run the risk because you take 3 steps through grass. Although it does save, I want to say, a second or 2. Nothing crazy, but really sucks when you're on a world record paced run and you get an encounter there when it's like, oh, I could have just lost a second instead of 10. Also, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Extra encounters. If you have 14 special, think about it this way. Each encounter takes between 8.9 and 10 seconds. I say 8.9 because theoretically speaking, with mere task-like reflexes, you can shave a second and some change off. Well, probably 9.1. Because if you hold the diagonal between down and right when the Pokemon growls and hit A at the perfect timing, you'll get a frame-perfect escape, which saves you, you know, the extra quarter of a second it takes to select the escape button. Along with, you know, getting the frame-perfect exiting onto text when the Pokemon spawns. And actually pressing A the second you hit the encounter. Or hit the escape button. Kind of like that. See, that didn't take 10 seconds, I don't think. I don't have my timer going, so I don't actually know. Because this is going to be far from a decent run. Because again, I'm just breaking this down for you guys for a tutorial. Alright, and then you're gonna come through here, and this is where the game actually is no longer standard. Buy 8 Pokeballs. Because your money is very important in this game, like the value you have left. And I'm gonna come over here, and what I'm going to do is a safety strat again. Actually, now I can do... yeah, I'm gonna do it now. Come over here. Pick up the potion. You don't have to do this, but I do it because safety. Save. reset when it says now saving, because that does actually save your file. And then the second this pops up, you hold up, select, and B through this menu here. When it flashes white, hold start. Hold up and A, and then follow this path. If you do this exactly like I did, you will always encounter this Pidgey. And then what I did there was I threw a Pokeball as close to the first frame of the battle that you can. And you do that by getting a decent visual cue for the Pokemon spawning text, and you clear it as soon as the option is available. And you hold down A after you hear Bulbasaur's cry. And then as soon as you hear the menu click, you hold up A. And that instantly throws the Pokeball. Through Viridian, you should take this route. It has been tested and proven that this has the least possible encounters. You can still get them. I've gotten as much as 4, but that's just really bad luck. And again, I'm going to do a safety strat, just so I can keep this alive. What you can do here is if you have enough HP or if you're ballsy enough, you can just straight tackle every time. But I'm going to growl him first, because without growl he'll do 3 damage, and with growl he'll only deal 2 damage to you. But what you really want him to do is fail string shot a lot, because it's the fastest text boxes to clear. String shot is still faster, even if it hits you. I think. I'm not positive, but it does save you on HP. But saying that it failed is a faster text than this. It's not very effective. It takes more time. And then you can always have that happen. There's a 1 in 400 chance, I want to say, for tackle to miss. There's actually a command on it for my channel. And here, again, I normally don't do this, but he can critical you for 5 health. So anytime you drop below that, you want to use a potion if you're trying to play safe. And then you just tackle again. And you just continue. Thank you. Now here we should have 16 special, which we do. If you don't, then it's a reset. And very unlikely to happen though. Okay, and now from this point on we're going to go into Pewter City and we're going to buy an escape rope from the mart. Also, if you're doing this on emulator, you'll find it is very difficult to catch Ditto if you do not have your files set, or your what's the setting called? I'll get back to that. Here you're gonna hit your start and go into the save menu, just as if you're doing a basic Brock skip. You hit B, hold start as soon as the final follow me text box is cleared. And here you don't have to hard reset, so if you're playing on like console or something, it's a lot easier, just, you know, soft reset. I don't know if you can soft reset with Game Boy Player, I assume you can. Here you hold right, clears text boxes. Come up right here, 2 steps up, walk to them, press A. Hold B after follow me. Step here. I actually took 1 step too far. You can take this turn 1 step sooner. And then again, follow this exact path, because you're walking out of bounds here. And if you don't follow this path, there's a few deviants to it that you can take. But if you don't know them, then you need to follow this path, because if you take a step off this path, you will crash the game. And then it will kill your run, because your reset will cost you 20 seconds, plus however far you made it into this. You can use the old Brock through walls direction, which is where you walk right and just follow the route 4 or 3. I want to say it's route 3. Yeah, you just follow that route, but it's 7 seconds slower. Here, you save, reset on now saving. Don't touch anything through the screen because it messes up manip. From here on out, just do the exact same thing you did with Pidgey. Up select B, start, up A. And again, follow this exact path or else you will not get Ditto. Made a save state just in case it messes up. See, my visual cue is right on the T on Ditto. Or while Ditto has appeared, on the second T, I put my thumb on A, and then about a half second later, I slide across A and B, and I seem to get it about 98% of the time. Here, you can do this before or after you use the escape rope, but you have to put Ditto first in your party. Okay, from here on out, what you're going to be doing is you just, walk up through here, and you're going to attempt to find a Rattata. There is a way to manipulate the Rattata, but I don't know it, because it's a 20-second cost of your time if you, manip a Rattata. And I don't really feel like spending 20 seconds resetting for a Rattata, which you should be able to fairly consistently find in this patch of grass. Exhibit A. Mash A to transform. Clear the text boxes. He can tackle or tail whip, it doesn't matter. Swap, tackle, and tail whip, run away. Stand here, flash your Pokedex, exit out of it, and now just find another encounter. This time it doesn't matter what encounter it is at all. Press A, you'll have Cool Trainer. Press down until it changes from Cool Trainer. Flash your bag. Professor Oak. If it says Professor Oak, hit B. Mash B because it's a little bit laggy at this point, and then throw a Pokeball. You have to throw the Pokeball when you can see the screen looks as it does on mine. Just smash through text. Don't nickname him anything. It's a right on. Now again, you're gonna find another encounter. Clear your text. Press A, Cool Trainer. Professor Oak, mash B, throw your Pokeball. And this guy's name, if you look at some crazy characters, but we just call him F4. And here you have to view his stats, but mash while you view, or else this trick doesn't work. Now you can access menu below him. Okay, so here's the part that took me a while to memorize. I'm not too sure how long it takes other people, but it took me a little bit. So you take Ditto, and you transfer him with a 6th Pokemon slot. Go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now you go to 14, trade it with 15. Trade 15, 16, 17. Select 16, and then go up to 9. I know where 9 is because it's the lowest point on the screen. You press A, hit B twice, take one step left, and there it is. That run was probably a mid 15. Low 15, high 14 run. Definitely not a 13. Very well could have been a 16, I'm not too sure. But that's a decent run, I guess you could say. For the most part. Here, I'll probably go, I'm gonna go over Ditto Manip one more time. So, let me select PGB. Okay, so again. Actually, I do it on the second P of appear. So let me try that one more time. The second P of appear, whenever I see that, I just slide my fingers across the text. And then hold down A, and then as soon as you hear the click, hit up. Second P. Down A. Up A. Do not release A at all during that. And you'll know if you get it because the Pokeball will be visible on Ditto. Here, I'll fail one. See, that's how you know if you failed. You'll miss the Pokemon if you fail, and if you got it, then it will always even just show a capture on him. See? Pretty simple. So if the Pokeball lands on him, you know you caught him. And if you do that, that just saves you a menu, so it saves you about a second or so if you switch Pokemon first. And then again, here, I'll just go over this entire last portion one last time. Because this isn't the most difficult portion, but it's the part that I used to mess up on a lot. Again, you don't want a Pidgey, you want the Rattata. So you just run away, because you're guaranteed to run away from a level 3 Pidgey. Just kind of walk around. You're bound to find a Rattata eventually. Maybe. I mean, maybe I'm just bad. Maybe my luck is running out today. The odds of 4 Pidgeys in a row is pretty low, to be honest. Like, I've never gotten that in an actual run. This is gonna be a Rattata. No, I'm not psychic, I just kind of guessed and got lucky. And then you always have to stand in this block. It doesn't matter which way you face, as long as you stand there. And then this time I'm kind of hoping that I can show you a different way to do this. Cool trainer, cool trainer. Sometimes it takes a little while to change. It's kind of why I just smash. If it changes, you're good, even if you go back to it. Well, there's Professor Oak. Okay, so if it doesn't show Professor Oak, then you have to scroll down again. You have to get it to show Professor Oak, or else it fails. Or else then you'll manip some other crazy Pokemon, and that can happen. He can break out of the Pokeball. I don't know what the odds of him breaking out are. I've had it happen. That's the 3rd time it's happened now. And I've got 600. Ooh, wow, 4th time. I've got like almost 600 attempts at this run now. At this route, I've got probably 450 to 500. Wow. And if you'll hear the menu beeping in the background. That's the game trying to catch up, because this is not designed in their system. Now if you see, he's woken up and he's level 127. Which means I think something's wrong. I'll try to catch him one more time. If not, I'll just reload from Ditto. Okay, I caught him that time. But I'm out of Pokeballs, so that's actually the end. Yeah, I'm out of Pokeballs. So, I'll do that one more time. This time I hope I don't run out of Pokeballs. That was too slow. Too slow, I missed. I was a frame early on pressing buttons. My menu was too slow. Wow, okay, see now I'm just messing up basic tricks. I didn't hit down soon enough. Theoretically, yes, you can mash, but it's probably not going to work. Because there's a slight delay between when buttons can be registered. Alright, cool. This is the perfect time to explain this. Okay, so if you get a Rattata encounter down here, you're still fine. Like, it doesn't matter where you get it as long as you get it. Okay, so now I have the cool trainer. But the issue is, if I get any encounters, which I am now, and I attempt to do the glitch, it will crash the game. It'll just straight freeze the game. And I'm getting really unlucky with encounters right now, too. Let's try to not use 6 Pokeballs on this guy. That was literally the fastest I've ever done that, so that would have been awesome if I could have gotten that in a run. There we go. Oh, and I forgot to mention, because of how I do this, it doesn't matter. Like, I think that might fail. Oh, let's find out. Nope, that's okay. You have to be on this bottom tile, like somewhere on that bottom row, for this to work. See, if you fail that, you have to just keep mashing through his text over and over again. It's just a pain. 1 to 6, 6 to 13, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to 15. I think I messed that up, so I'm going to do this. 15, 16, 17, 16 to 9. Nope, that's it. Okay. And then you just mash A because you have the fastest text glitch, which is actually instant text, so it doesn't actually scroll through, so mashing B doesn't do anything for you. Oh yeah, and if you notice, it messes up the Pokedex numbers a little bit. And then also, you split right now, as soon as the screen whites out. But yeah, that is my Pokemon Blue any % no save corruption tutorial. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comments section. I should have this video up November 17th, or I guess technically November 18th because it's already 11:45 at night. But I should have this video up within the next 24 hours of 11:45 p.m. November 17th, 2016. So again, any questions, comments, concerns, anything that you think I could do to improve this, let me know. If there's any route changes or anything like that, I will most definitely be posting a new updated tutorial. So, for the time being, I appreciate everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy.